Hi, I'm Matthew Nichols and this is TapisTV. Thanks for joining us today as we look at how microorganisms spread in a typical aircraft cabin interior. So what we've got today is a sample aircraft seat cushion, we've got a sample aircraft tray table, and we've got some materials. We've got some fabric and we've got some synthetic leather that we're going to show you the differences of how easy it is for a microorganism to spread throughout the cabin. So let's remove that one. So here's our grey Ultraleather and some blue fabric on our tray table. And for part of this demonstration, we're going to be using today a product called Glowgerm. Glowgerm is used in the healthcare industry to simulate the movement of microorganisms for using things like hand washing and sterilising equipment and stuff. So it's also a really good indicator of how microorganisms can move from one surface to another. So first of all, what we'll do is we're going to check with the black light. We're going to turn the black light on and we're going to look at this surface, and we can see that there are no spots, no areas on here for any microorganisms. Same on the fabric and same on the tray table. Okay. Now, what's going to happen now is when we get onto the aircraft, typically we're going to be touching the seat cushion and we're going to be moving around and kind of fiddling with it to get comfortable. We might do the same with the fabric. It might be that it's on our headrest and we put it behind our head and we're fiddling and all those kind of things. And we might sort of sweep it out and what have you. And then we might, flip the tray table up and down and, oh, look, how does that go? And all those kind of things. And once we've done that, what we'll realize pretty quickly is if we now look at the products under the black light, we can see straight away all of those hand marks and finger marks. And those are all potential microorganisms. If we look on the fabric, we can see there quite a lot as well. And if we look on the tray table, you can also see pretty easily where all those marks are. Now, how do we get rid of them? Because the risk is that if a passenger has already done that and then I do the same thing and then I go to touch my face, I can transfer the infection from one area or from one material to another. So we're going to start with some simple Lysol, okay? And we'll take one wipe each, and let's start with the cleaning process. So first of all, I'm just going to clean my hands just to make sure that they're clean and there's no sort of cross-contamination. So we'll do that first, and now let's clean the surface. So benefit on the synthetic leather, it's very easy to clean. I'm able to wipe it down super easy. Just give it a quick wipe and we should be good to go. That looks pretty good. Okay, now let's try the fabric. Do exactly the same thing on the fabric. Okay, so wipe. Okay. And I'll try the other side as well, just to make sure there's no kind of bleed through. And it is harder to clean the fabric. I'm not able to wipe as easily. You can see it's kind of ruffling. It doesn't have that white, clean, easy surface. But let's just wait and let's clean that as best we can. And then we'll look under the black light in a second. And last but not least, let's do the tray table. Let's move that out of the way. So the tray table is made of thermoplastic material, whether it's something like Kydex, for example, or Voltron. They behave in a very similar way. But again, much easier to clean and wipe down. Let's do both sides and give that a really good, easy wipe down clean. Okay, let's go back to the black light. So when we put the black light on now, what we can see is on the synthetic leather, all of those marks are gone. So that's great news. We go to the fabric. Unfortunately, we can still see a lot of those marks. A lot of those microorganisms are still there, and on both sides you can see that. So not so good for the fabric. Now let's have a look at the thermoplastic, and you can see for the most part everything through the middle is gone. There's a few marks on the side, so perhaps I didn't quite clear that. It has a slightly textured surface, so maybe that is having an impact. And we can see on the back, for the most part, it's gone. Now when we look under the black light,
we can see that all traces of the microorganisms have gone there on the Ultraleather. It really is very clean. There's not a single spot on there, so really am pleased with that. But on the fabric, you can see it's still everywhere. We cleaned that pretty thoroughly, and under the blacklight you can see there's still so much contamination. If we look at the thermoplastic, there's a few spots here and there, there's a little one there, but everything's pretty much gone. Let's have a look at the fabric and flip it over onto the B side, and you can see, look, it's gone all the way through, so it's contaminated and all the way through there.
So in order, I would say the synthetic leather is the easiest to clean and gives you the best results. Then probably the thermoplastic, and the fabric is actually really pretty tough. But thanks for watching. Hopefully that's been very informative and useful for you all, and you can see the difference and how easy it is for microorganisms to spread from one surface to another. Thanks for watching TapisTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more informative and useful information. Thanks, guys.